Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. I am Dr. Namrata Agrawal, a critical care specialist here at Borivali Healthcare. Today, we will be discussing about life support inside an ICU. So, many people may have wondered that what is life support? What do we mean by life support? So, life support means some measures or some equipments that is used to maintain each and every vital organ function and prolong the life till the body is recovering. Like we put patient on mechanical ventilator support. The mechanical ventilator or the ventilator helps patient to breathe. So whenever the lungs are not functioning or your body has too much infection or your heart is not functioning well, that is the time that we may require mechanical ventilator or ventilator support. So I have made the video on the details of when the patient require ventilator support. Please watch this space and watch the video if you would like to get more information on this. Other life supports that we provide inside an ICU are dialysis. Whenever the patient's kidney is not working well, patient may require dialysis. One thing that I would like to address in this is some people wonders that once the patient has required dialysis, they are going to be on dialysis for their lifelong. It is not so. Some may require temporary dialysis. Kidney has taken the hit during an acute phase. So once we are out of this acute phase or this illness, your kidney may recover and will be back to normal. But some patients with kidney may not recover very well and they might require a dialysis for their lifelong. So dialysis can be for a temporary or a permanent. Third thing that is required inside an ICU is a ECMO or an extracorporeal membrane oxygenation. So there are two types of ECMO. One when your heart have failed and you require some time to tide over the crisis till your heart recovers, like in a heart attack, or when your lungs are not functioning very well, like when we had this COVID, the lungs were not oxygenating well. So till the lungs have recovered, we may have to put patient on ECMO. And what is this ECMO? It takes out all the blood from your body outside, and there is a machine attached to that pipe where blood is oxygenated, that is again put back into the body. So if your heart or your lungs are not able to carry out this basic function of oxygenation, then we may have to put patient on an ECMO. Patient may recover from an ECMO, patient may not recover from an ECMO. It all depends upon the patient's selection and the disease that they have. So on this ECMO, I will make a separate, more detailed video about this. So keep watching this space and you will have more information on that. Then moving forward, some patient may require IV nutrition support as well. Patients who have undergone a major abdominal surgery, intestinal surgery, or patients who are not able to eat, they are on prolonged ventilator support, they may require IV nutrition, and some may require ice tube, that is tube that is inserted from your nose or your mouth that goes into your stomach, and we give nutrition via that. Other things which may be required in an ICU are the blood pressure support. Some patient may have low blood pressure and we may require to give some medication to increase the blood pressure. And one of the most important thing that may be required for a life support is continuous monitoring inside an ICU. It may be on the monitor, maybe by a medical staff, it may be by doctors. So if we are monitoring continuous and we are taking step at each and every point of time, that is also a life support that we are giving to the patient. Sometimes patient may also require pacemaker, that is a wire that is inserted from a vessel in your body to the heart, and they carry out the electrical activity inside your heart. So whenever there is a heart failure or a heart attack, there are chances that the electrical activity of your heart is not functioning very well, and they may require this temporary pacemaker as well. This temporary pacemaker can become permanent if your heart is not recovering well, and it all depends upon the patient's outcome, patient's condition inside an ICU. The doctor will always guide you when your temporary thing is going to become permanent and when is the time to remove a life support. So now comes a very important question: where is the life support needed? So there are many conditions where we may have to put patient on one or many of the life support that I have elaborated before. So some cases like patient may get heart attack, they may have heart failure. This patient may require to be put on ventilator, they may require pacemaker support, they may require ECMO as well. Continuous monitoring is required for each and every one of the cases. Other things are respiratory failure, like we had this COVID-19 situation where the lungs were not functioning well and many patients had to be put on oxygen. Some may have required BiPAP, some required iflow-nasal cannula, some required ventilator support as well. Third thing is patient may have sepsis, that is an infection in the body. They may require one or all the life support mentioned before. And one of the most important thing that they may require is the blood pressure increasing medication. So in cases of trauma or an accident also, patient may require life support. Patient may may require ventilator support for stroke, for brain injuries, for bleeding in the brain, for any major brain surgeries, and there are many other causes. One may require life support when all the major organs of the body are not functioning, and it may be in case of severe infection in the body or post trauma as well. Being an ICU specialist, many family members ask me, if we put our patient on life support, are they going to come out of the ICU? Are they going to recover? So my answer would be yes, they may recover from the life support. What we do is, first we assess the patient condition, we counsel the family that all this life support are going to be required for your patient, and once the patient is stabilized, we may try to remove one by one life support from the patient. So if the patient's recovery is going well, they will be out of the life support. They may require one or more life support for long period of time. They may come out of it, however time they may take. Some patients may not be able to come out of the life support, and this life support can be continued for end of life care or palliative care as well. Thank you.